Hey, thanks so much for stopping by our YouTube channel, the Tech Geeks YouTube channel. We're a small bunch of professionals that love finding solutions for our customers across Europe, New Zealand, and Australia. We try and use this channel for both information, mainly about how things look when we take them out of the box, what do we expect for them to be, how tactile they are, and also some informational videos on how to do things like extend Starlink or how to secure your network with a firewall, all of those types of things. So I hope you do stay and subscribe. Every month I try and do just a very basic update of where I think I see things going in the market. This is February 2024 already. I can't believe we're already in the second month of this new year. Stock is rolling pretty well. We're seeing new products. If you're a Ubiquiti person, then you will have seen things like the U7 Pro, a new wireless 7 access point come out. We've got the UXG-Lite, we've got the Unify Express, the UX. All of those are having some level of stock issues, but are starting, I think by March, mid-March, we should see things flowing a lot more easily in this country. So where do I generally see other things? Most of the vendors, they have a really good supply chain right now. We do still need to allow a couple of weeks, also in the firewall market and some of the higher end wireless access points for the security vendors like Sophos, although Sophos are slowly changing to a new set of wireless access points. So I believe some of the older ones are starting to have more stock issues, but people like Fortinet, good lot of wireless access points around there. WatchGuard, again, fairly easy to get hold of. What am I seeing in the market is what people are probably asking, because we've moved on a lot now from this supply chain, and I've been doing an update for the last 2 years or so every month saying, oh, order this early, order that. I think we're still seeing that drive to the cloud, as in everything manageable. In the security marketplace, we're seeing the drive to firewalls and switches and access points and everything all being managed in the one location or one dashboard. We're also seeing a very big race from most of the software, most of those firewall vendors and security vendors for collecting information from everything. All right, so we see this whole increase in what we call XDR, the extended data protection or resourcing or analyzing. So we're seeing security companies buy SIEM, S-I-E-M, so people that collect log files from switches, from firewalls, interpret it, and give you something that has usefulness to it. So maybe we then add on AI. And so now we've got a stream of data that's coming from your endpoints, your laptops that are out and about with users if you're a business, from your firewall, from your access points. And if we interpret that all together, we can see a whole idea of where our threat landscape is across our organization. This probably isn't what you're after as a home individual, but for corporates, I think this is where we are seeing it. The whole way of being able to interpret this mass amount of data without having to have many, many human hours involved in it. So that's where I see the security marketplace going. Wireless is just about bigger, faster, further. I think that's really what we are. Wireless 7, look, some of the wireless 7 access points that I've seen from some of the vendors are like about this big, literally, for ceiling mount access points, which I think are a little bit ridiculous at this stage and maybe not consumer grade. But what I do see is a big increase in how we can reach different buildings, the distance we can get using wireless bridges and meshes and all of those type of things. So I see the wireless market moving to control the standards that we've got and improve the speed and the performance of what we can do with Wi-Fi, which is great, and also then the distance that we can get using a wireless bridge at a cost-effective price. We see vendors like Rugi that have now introducing a point-to-multipoint, which they haven't had before, so an omni antenna and multiple end devices, which gives us again a centrally managed, easy to roll out solution. So I think we're seeing each vendor head towards this collective one control panel, the same as our firewall vendors, but at the same time giving us the ability to connect our cattle sheds, to connect our watering holes up, to connect video cameras in your field for crop monitoring, for home, being able to join a granny flat to your main location. All of these things I think is where we're seeing for wireless, all right, in that central control panel, the same as firewall, but then for wireless, the consolidation in speed and the effectiveness we can give as distance. Again, this is not about one single access point giving you much more distance, because as we know, it's all about the device that's connecting. but allowing us to have components that cost effectively allow us to join maybe a house to a workshop and then the workshop on to a tiny home or something like that in an effective way. So I do hope you find this YouTube channel really helpful. Do subscribe, share it around. We love the input, get involved, tell us what you think, ask us questions. We're active here most days and really appreciate the time that you've taken to come by. Subscribe and stay up to date.